So we have our two spawn points, and there's a problem here because the Roblox does not know which spawn point to spawn the player on. So if you play the game 100 times, 50 of those times he'll spawn here, and 50 of those times he'll spawn there. And let me go ahead and prove that to you by adding a model. I'll go to Part, I'll add a sphere, move him in the right direction, and I'll go ahead and scale him so we can see him pretty big and obvious over here. So we have the sphere next to one of the spawn points and not next to the other. Let's go ahead and test this out and see what happens. So I'll hit test, and you'll notice that there is no sphere, right? The reason for that is we did not anchor the sphere in space, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll click on him, go to model, and hit anchor. Go and test it, and you'll see that your character is next to the sphere, right? So I'll stop this and I'll play it a couple times, and you'll see that eventually he'll spawn not next to the sphere, right? So that's still next to the sphere. Play it again. Still next to the sphere. Still next to the sphere. Sometimes it takes a while. Still there. And you see, he's not next to the sphere. Okay, the sphere is like closer to the other spawn point, and so that's what I mean, right? Roblox doesn't know which one to start to spawn on, and we're gonna fix that. Okay, the way that we fix that is we need to add a team. So let's go down to teams, right click it, insert object, and insert the soccer ball, the team object. Okay, and here in the team object, I'm going to make sure that auto assignable is clicked, which it should be when you first start, and that the color, the team color, is the same as the spawn locations, not color. Okay, this is the color that it is. Like if I want it to be gray, I can make it gray. If I want it to be red, I can make it red. That's not what I care about. What I care about is if you scroll down, the team color. Okay, so if you want the character to start by spawning on this side, then the team color of the team needs to match the team color of the spawn point. So I click on this guy, my team color is medium stone gray, and so I'll go to my teams. Whoa, I'll do that. Let me push this down here. Okay, whoa. Okay, so I'm having trouble with my windows, but I'll push it down here, and I'll make sure that my team object's color is medium stone gray. That's dark stone gray, medium stone gray. Or alternatively, I can go here to my spawn location, because I am going to have a whole bunch of them, right? So I could put some order to it. I'll go ahead and change my original spawn to really black, the team color to really black. And then the next spawn point will be this color, the next spawn point will be that color, and so on. I'll just work my way down. Okay. Now if I want my player to start by spawning here, then I'm going to go to my team and make sure that he is also really black. Okay. Now when I run it, it's going to always spawn at this leftmost spawn point. But I want it so that when the player jumps here, then jumps here, then jumps here, then jumps here, and he jumps off, then I want him to start spawning off of this second spawn point. Okay, so the way that we're going to do that is go to the first one, scroll down, and uncheck neutral. Okay, then we're going to go to this one, we're going to uncheck neutral, and we're going to click allow team change on touch. What that means is when the player starts here, his team color is really black. Jumps off, his team color is still really black, so he's going to spawn here. He jumps off, his team color is still really black, so he's going to spawn here. But if he jumps onto this spawn point, because we said allow team change on touch, his team is going to change from really black to medium stone gray. Okay, and that means this team object is going to change from really black to medium stone gray, and that means when I jump off, I'm going to start spawning from here. Okay, and let's go ahead and test that out and see if it works. I'll hit play. Oh, it's kind of hard to tell between the two spawn points, so let me add a model in here. Next to the one I'm going to start by, I'll scale him to make him big. Okay, and then I'll go and test it. You'll see he starts off next to the big sphere. And if I did not anchor him. So let me go to model and say anchor, test, play. Next to the sphere, I jump, fall off, and I should still be next to the sphere. Next to the sphere, right? So my team is still black. But if I go here, then my team has changed. Now if I jump off, I'm going to start at that second spawn point. And you see here, I'm not next to the big ball. Right? And so the challenge exercise for this next portion is to add maybe 3 more sections to your obby, each with spawn points at the end of them. Okay.